Hey everyone, Steve Ramsey here from Woodworking for Mere Mortals. Welcome back to the shop. Today we're diving into the exciting world of mixed materials, and we're building a stunning mixed material coffee table. This is a project that you can realistically complete in a single weekend, and the end result will look like it came straight out of a high-end designer catalog. It's all about smart choices and simple techniques. The secret? It's all about the harmonious contrast, pairing a beautiful natural maple slab with sleek modern black metal hairpin legs. This combo effortlessly blends the warmth and organic feel of wood with a touch of industrial style, creating a piece that's both eye-catching and inviting. The combination of materials makes the table feel both sturdy and light, a perfect balance of form and function. The best part is, you absolutely don't need a fancy, fully equipped workshop or advanced woodworking skills to pull this off. All you need are just some basic tools that you probably already have, and a willingness to give it a try and learn something new. We'll walk through the entire process, starting with picking your wood, making sure you get the right piece for your project. Then, we'll move on to cutting it precisely to size, ensuring a perfect fit for your space. Next up is sanding, where we'll smooth out the surface and prepare it for finishing. After that, we'll dive into finishing, bringing out the natural beauty of the wood, and finally, we'll be attaching the hairpin legs, the element that brings the whole design together. Along the way, I'll share some invaluable tips and tricks to help you achieve a professional, high-quality look, ensuring your coffee table stands out. And don't worry if you're new to woodworking. These techniques are designed to be accessible and easy to learn regardless of your experience level. By the end of this project, you'll not only have a beautiful, custom coffee table that you built with your own hands, but you'll also gain the confidence and skills to tackle even more exciting woodworking projects in the future. So, are you ready to get started and transform a simple slab of wood into a stunning piece of furniture? Let's dive in and begin this exciting woodworking adventure. Let's get building and create something amazing. Alright, let's dive into the heart of this project, the materials we'll be using. First up, for the tabletop, we're going with a solid maple slab. Maple offers a beautiful blend of durability and aesthetics. Aim for a slab that's about 1 to 2 inches thick. This gives it a substantial feel without being overly heavy. When selecting your slab, make sure it's mostly flat, and carefully inspect it for any major cracks or defects that could compromise its integrity. One of the reasons we love maple is its light color and subtle grain pattern. These characteristics look absolutely amazing when paired with a clear finish, allowing the natural beauty of the wood to shine through. Now, for the legs, we're opting for classic black hairpin legs. These legs provide a stylish and sturdy base for our tabletop. We're using legs that are 16 inches tall. This height is perfect for a coffee table or a low side table. The hairpin design will give the table that modern, airy vibe we're after, creating a clean and minimalist aesthetic. When attaching the legs, it's crucial to make sure your screws aren't too long. You don't want them poking through the top of your beautiful maple slab. Okay, let's run through our tool checklist. First, a reliable tape measure, then a pencil for marking, a circular saw, preferably with a guide for straight cuts, a random orbit sander for smoothing the surface, a drill for attaching the legs, and a combination square to ensure everything is aligned perfectly. For sandpaper, you'll want a range of grits, 120 for initial sanding, 180 for smoothing, and 220 for a final ultra-smooth finish. When it comes to finishing, we recommend using a clear satin polyurethane. This will protect the wood while enhancing its natural beauty. You can apply the polyurethane with either a clean rag or a brush, depending on your preference. Now let's talk safety first. It's essential to always wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from dust and debris, hearing protection to prevent any long-term damage from the noise of power tools, and a dust mask to avoid inhaling harmful particles. So that's it, simple tools, but they'll allow us to achieve big results. Here's a quick montage of all the materials and tools we'll be putting to use. Now, with everything prepped and ready, let's get started and turn that beautiful maple slab into a stunning table. Alright, let's get started on transforming this beautiful piece of maple into a functional table. First, we need to cut your maple slab to the desired size. This is a crucial step, so take your time and measure carefully. Aim for dimensions of about 48 by 24 inches for a standard coffee table, but feel free to adjust based on your specific needs and the space where the table will live. Remember, it's all about creating something that perfectly complements your home. To ensure a perfectly straight cut, use a straight edge as a guide for your circular saw. This will prevent any wobbles or deviations, resulting in a professional-looking edge. This technique is essential for achieving clean, straight cuts, giving your tabletop a polished and refined appearance. A clean cut now will save you sanding time later. Now let's move on to sanding. Sand the top and edges of the slab, starting with 120 grit sandpaper. This coarser grit will help remove any imperfections or rough spots. Gradually work your way up to 220 grit sandpaper. This finer grit will create a silky smooth finish, making the tabletop a pleasure to touch. To enhance comfort and safety, lightly round the corners of the tabletop. You can use a sander or a router for this step. With the sanding complete, carefully flip the slab upside down, placing it on a soft surface to protect the finished top. Now it's time to attach the legs. Position the legs approximately 2-3 inches in from each edge of the slab. Use a carpenter's square to ensure accurate alignment. This will guarantee that your table stands straight and sturdy. Before attaching the legs, mark the screw holes with a pencil. Then, drill pilot holes to prevent the wood from splitting when you insert the screws. With the pilot holes drilled, carefully attach the legs to the tabletop using screws. Make sure the legs are firmly in place. When tightening the screws, be careful not to over-tighten them. Just snug them up until they are secure. Now for the exciting part. Flip the table over, and there you have it, a beautiful and functional table. Show time-lapse of assembly. But we're not quite done yet. Next up, let's explore how to enhance the natural beauty of the wood and make it truly shine with a professional finish. Wipe the tabletop clean, then apply a thin coat of satin polyurethane with the grain. Let it dry, lightly sand with 220 grit and wipe off dust. Repeat for at least 3 coats for durability. Stand back and admire your work, a modern custom coffee table you built yourself. This piece is functional, stylish, and way more affordable than store-bought. Try making matching end tables or experiment with different woods and leg colors. Woodworking is all about learning and creating. This is just the beginning. Share your results and let me know what you'll build next. Thanks for watching. Now go make something awesome. Now that your coffee table is complete, let's take your living room to the next level with matching end tables. Start by echoing the materials and finishes from your centerpiece. Use the same wood species, metal accents, or color palette for a unified look. For shape, consider simple square or round tops that mirror your coffee table's design. Keep the legs consistent. If your table uses hairpin legs, do the same here, or try a subtle variation for visual interest. Construction is straightforward. Cut your tabletop to size, attach the legs securely, and finish with the same sanding and sealing process as before. You can even add a lower shelf for extra storage or display. The result? A custom cohesive set that ties your whole space together. With a few thoughtful choices, you'll have a living room that's both stylish and uniquely yours. Ready to build your next piece? Congratulations on creating a stunning set of tables. To keep them looking their best for years to come, a little care goes a long way. For daily cleaning, simply dust with a soft dry cloth. Avoid harsh chemicals that can damage wood or metal finishes. When spills happen, wipe them up promptly with a damp cloth, and always use coasters to prevent water rings or heat marks. To protect your table's finish, consider applying a furniture wax or oil every few months, especially on wood surfaces. For metal accents, a gentle polish will keep them shiny and rust-free. If you notice minor scratches or dents, don't worry, most can be touched up with a matching wood marker or a dab of finish. Remember, a little attention now and then will keep your handcrafted centerpiece looking as beautiful as the day you made it. Enjoy your new space and take pride in a piece that's truly built to last. Even the most careful DIYers run into a few bumps along the way. Let's troubleshoot some of the most common mistakes beginners make, and how you can avoid them for flawless results. First up, wobbly legs. This is often caused by uneven cuts or skipped steps in measuring. Always double-check your measurements before making a cut, and use a level when assembling. If you notice a wobble after assembly, try adding adjustable feet or gently sanding down the longer legs until everything sits flat. Next, let's tackle uneven finishes. The key here is patience. Rushing through sanding or skipping grits can leave rough patches or streaks. Take your time, sand with progressively finer grits, and always wipe the surface clean before applying stain or finish. If you do spot a blotchy area, don't panic. Lightly sand and reapply for a smoother look. Loose joints are another common pitfall. Make sure you're using the right wood glue and enough clamps to hold everything tight while it dries. If a joint feels weak, reinforce it with screws or dowels for extra strength. Finally, don't forget about hardware. Misaligned screws or crooked handles can distract from your hard work. Use a template for drilling and check alignment before tightening anything down. By keeping these tips in mind, you'll sidestep the most common beginner mistakes, making each new project stronger and more beautiful than the last. Happy building!